Today we are having our 8th Breaking Bread, our second with the Asian American community. So a Breaking Bread event is an opportunity to get to know your neighbors. So we try to get people together from different corners of the city and ethnically speaking, and we try to have the kinds of conversations that you need to have to get to know one another, to make some friends. We can talk about some of the harder issues once we've developed that it's good to know one another's names and stories.
Today we are here at the second Breaking Bread event with the Asian community. I'm really excited for the conversation we have today. This is really the second big conversation we've had addressing the lack of Asian representation in conversations of racial justice and politics and things that just face minority groups. And so we're really excited to be able to offer our perspective and voice. We feel like it's one that's been really invisible.
The Asian community is a fascinating and broad and diverse bunch of people. It is not a monolithic community, and yet they have some interests and some concerns that stretch across all of these different subcultures within the Asian community. One of the things I struggle with is invisibility. There is a real sense in which they are less safe, and all of us are less safe when people are invisible.
The main topic we want to address is why the Asian community has gone relatively invisible in a lot of these major conversations or even in society, and how that has become an issue of public safety and security. And so we really want to provide an antidote for unfamiliarity.
And so this event is designed to try to introduce people to more and more folks from the Asian community so that we can build some of those bonds, and then all of us together will have a safer, more secure society if we can get to know one another a little bit better.
The agenda today will be a lineup of speakers, people from around our community with various Asian backgrounds, like first generation, second generation, 1.5 generation too, because that's something that we talk about a lot in the Asian community, versus the immigrant experience. Some of us grew up here, immigrated here, was adopted here, and so really just trying to provide the deep nuances that exist in our community.
For a long time I thought that the African American culture was the only community that were facing barriers as far as gentrification and being placed within a box within a large community. This was my first interaction with Breaking Bread, and within this half hour that I've been here, it's the most that I've learned within my 28 years about the Asian community.
Yeah, I hope this leads to more visibility for our community, to say that, hey, we're here and we have a voice and a perspective and an experience that we don't feel like is represented. So to be able to step up and become that representation, and also for the audience to ask themselves what they can do to ask better questions, maybe what are barriers or biases that they have held that they didn't realize were there.
Just being here at Breaking Bread, I've become more familiar with some barriers that the Asian community are facing, and with me knowing that the African American community is not the only community that's facing these barriers, it makes me feel like I'm not alone. It leads me not to assume anymore. In building these relationships, you learn that you're actually facing those same tough experiences that they're going through. So being a small solution to a huge problem.
We have some other things that we're working on as a Justice Circle. We hope to have in the very near future a youth event, so the same kind of event but featuring high school students from around the city. We're also going to have a First American event we start next month working on and planning for. And we hope to very soon have an all-city event where all of us can get together and talk about our city and all the challenges that we face and how we can overcome those challenges together.
Yes, I will come back, and hopefully next time I can bring someone with me. So thank you, Breaking Bread.